Mahila, let's take a look at this here. Geno Hayes, former Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Jacksonville Jaguars player, dies, age 33. Kevin Love isn't happy with how things are going in Cleveland. He essentially quit late in the third quarter of the Cavaliers' 112-96 loss to the Toronto Raptors on Monday night and committed perhaps the worst turnover of the season in the process. Then forgot that was mine. Hooters girl tells big story at bar that just happened. I'm over here. Let's see. You can see Hooters over there. All right. Just had a meal. I ate all the wings. Best wings I've had in a while. Usually Hooters the last like year has been going downhill. Well, really the last like 3 or 4 years it's been going downhill. But I actually just had a really good meal, so I'm happy about that. And like they forgot I was there for a little bit, and then apologized and all that, and then took my order and everything. So it was a good experience. I actually like the food there. I don't really go for like the girls or whatever. Like that's extra to me, but like I do like the food. So with all this, remember, like, my love is there. I've talked about the native spirit. I've talked about just the good stories and everything. Like, there is a lot of good there, even though I was so, like, basically in a flux, like, capacitor the whole time that I was with, like, the sacred woman and stuff. But, which just means, like, it was like I was in like Isaiah 50, Isaiah 51 as it was going on. So to make it out with like even just a little bit of love through that means a lot because of the circumstances. So just please understand that. And then they can't get me on anything. That's what this shows here is they can't get me on anything like um you know I like to talk just normally. And when I talk about food, I'm talking about food. And like, yeah, it's debatable. Like, there was this place in Lexington that was Mexican, and that was really some of the best food I've ever had. And then they went out of business, um, kind of as we were on our way out of Lexington. Me and my girlfriend at the time. But then there was this place in Hong Kong on the beach that it's not like I had a really good story or anything from Hong Kong except this one, location that like I just escaped one day and went there like on my own and had this really good meal on the beach. And the beach was cool there because they had shark nets and stuff. Like it was a little bit different. Like um, kind of like a surfer vibe for Chinese people. Like that was kind of cool to see. That's all. So um, there's that story, and like when I say that, I'm not saying like, oh, like that's better than the sacred woman or something. Like that's not what I'm saying. And food is food. Like it's debatable. Like it might have been a little bit better than the Mexican, but like I didn't get to have it as much as the Mexican. Like that was um memorable experiences going to that Mexican place. And like you get what I'm saying? Like you can get tripped up on all of it, but like it's all bullshit. Like my love is there. Like yeah, like I'm picky about my food and shit. Like I'm not talking about a girl if I'm talking about my food. I'm talking about my food. Like I basically have fast food every day, and that's like fasting to me. It's all perspective. So um Nicholas Cheong Jin Suk, December 7th, 1931, April 27, Boba, was a South Korean cardinal of the Roman Catholic Church. He served as Archbishop of Seoul from 1998 until he retired in Boab. He was good job, James, says P. Begley with thumb up. I was just watching Paul Begley as I was writing this, and that was one thing that he said, um, which was kind of a transitional that he was saying to people that were like on the phone or whatever, call-ins, but it was on YouTube, so it was a little different. But so you get all these. So it reads kind of like the serpent flood and all that. Um, don't get caught up on sexual language is what I'm trying to say. That's what this whole point was of all this stuff. 7 churches of Moana Earth has 1 church through Robert Shaw, and then we could have 7 churches. If this 7 is right, 770L. So now this is 2 parts. Okay, this up here and this down here equal butt of Belgian Blue Bull, Prolemur, Nanaria, Hokie, and it's Dorothy Sloop is the other part. 1913, September 26 to July 28, 1998. On a plantation in southern Alabama for 2 years is where I'm putting Dorothy Sloop. Like I'm taking her persona, her Wikipedia page, and then we're transporting her to a plantation in southern Alabama for 2 years in 1699 to 1701. And she's as a force sensitive, stronger than a Taurus beetle, Utapon, which is from Star Wars, mixed with a black and French and Asian mix of a 27-year-old man, doing all the task of the youngsters and 4 of the women in the field. Okay? So we're saying that Dorothy Sloop was as a man doing all these tasks, and not only was she a man, she was a strong man, and we're taking her characteristics and giving them to this person for 2 years. Now, we don't really have to get technical and be like, why would she be a man? We don't have to get technical and be like, why would she be a man if she's a girl? Or, it's nothing like that. It's just this Wikipedia, the the trappings of it, like the actual information of what she did, this person is doing within 2 years as a slave in southern Alabama, as well as doing everything else. Okay. All right. This is the butt of the Belgian Blue Bull, Prolemur, Nanaria, Hokie. All right. So thank you. Have a good night, and keep a mercy mindset. Over here at Hooters. About to leave. Okay. So thanks.